Shalom Aleichem, everyone. A good Erev Shabbos Kodesh. We are continuing in Hachsek's learning of the Pele Yoetz, day number 167, and we will conclude the chapter of Derech, traveling along the road. And more importantly, when you're on the road traveling, and perhaps we can say this is not only going to be if a person has to go for parnasa, if they have to go to make a living. Maybe even this is coming right around the time that people are still traveling on winter vacation over here. Make sure that when you're traveling along the road and you're not in your home anymore and you're a little bit out of the regular daily routine that you have, be very careful b'derech on the way b'mitzvahs and performing and doing the mitzvahs. Kagoyin tefillah, you have to daven. Tzitzis, with tefillin, wear your tzitzis, put on your tefillin. Don't you worry about the laughter or the scoffing that you will receive from the goyim, and therefore you don't want to do the mitzvah because you don't want them to laugh at you. Chalila says, God forbid you should do such a thing. We're indebted to the Rabbi Shalom, and we all call the Baruch every single mitzvah that we possibly can do. Someone's going to laugh at you, so you're going to stop. You're going to be on vacation, so what, are you going to hide the fact that you're a Jew? You walk around all day long with the baseball cap and the tzitzis tucked in, and this shirt and that clothing, that nobody should know that you're a Jew? They could know that you're a Jew. We live in a world that people are walking around with green hair and purple eyes and tattoos all over the place into their skulls that they have and piercings all over the place. We can't walk around like a Jew. We're the normal people of the world. We have so much to be proud of. Says the Pele Yoetz, don't be embarrassed, even when you're on the way, even when you're on vacation. Don't be embarrassed. You have to be very careful. Guard yourself from prohibitions that are either light, less serious, and even the ones that are serious. You should try to live a life of piety as best as you can. But while you're going along the way, what? Just because you're on the vacation? Just because you're traveling, just because you're on the plane. So that means on the plane you can look at anything you want on the screen. That means in my house, I'm a very fromm person in my house. I'll never watch Netflix, I'll never watch a movie. I'm on the plane. What do you want? Everybody else is watching the screen. What am I supposed to do? So, can you watch anything? Says the Pele Yoetz, wherever you are, you're supposed to live a life of piety the best that we possibly can. Since that all of the pathways that we do when we travel outside our home, outside of our city, outside of our comfort zone, everything is laden with sakana, with danger. What are we going to gird ourselves with, to save ourselves with? Unless we have Torah and Maisim Tovim. Torah and mitzvahs and good deeds. Shehem ketris bifnei apronis, they're like the shield in front of the pronis, in front of the destruction and suffering and hard times that a person will befall upon the person. So be proud to be a Jew. Wherever you go in life, wherever you're walking in life, walking down the street. Shabbos morning, you have to walk down the main street and everybody's looking at you. You're dressed like this, you have your hat on, you have your tzitzis and this. People walking around in their boxer shorts and their tank tops, and you're walking like a yid. Don't be embarrassed. Be very proud, says the Pele Yoetz, wherever you are. It's true. It is very difficult to be careful, and particular in mitzvahs when you are traveling along the way. But you are obligated to push yourself as much as you possibly can. Many people look forward to this winter break. They can just go and chill somewhere in the middle of nowhere. No minyan, no this, no that, no everything. Again, if that's what you need, that's what you need to do to get away from the hustle and the bustle and too many people around you, and you're in the concrete jungle wherever you live, so you need to get away, so get away. But if you could arrange for yourself to be somewhere where there's an Airbnb not so far from the minyan, you can still daven like a mensch every single day. Or you can arrange for yourself to be in a place where there's going to be some modicum of Shabbos. There's a kehila over there. There's a shul over there. You're not going to be davening in your living room. Again, every family knows themselves. They know what they need to just be able to just, unpack a little bit after a long winter months already. But if you could, says the Pele Yoetz, mitzvahs are hard to come by on the derech. There's a lot of things that get in the way. We do our best to hold on. V'al kagoyin ze aminon. And therefore we say, Kol asher v'koichach l'asais, I say, whatever you could do, you got to do. And it will be so good if you fulfill the words of the Chachamim, who said, a person should always leave their home for their journey when it's good, when it's still light outside. You should enter into the new town when you're traveling, when it's kitay, when it's light outside as well, and it's good. What will you gain from that? You'll be able to daven properly. You left in the morning after Shachris, daven like a mensch, and now you're traveling before it's dark, so you'll be able to daven mincha like a mensch. Someone who davens along the way, the sun is going down, you're running out of time, got to daven, you pull off to the side of the road. You often daven a very short and a brief and a broken up kind of a prayer that's not really the kind of way that you'd like to daven. Chazal tell us, someone who davens and then goes on the way, Hashem will do whatever He desires. You want success on the business trip? You want success when you're going fundraising? You want success when you're going to have an amazing family vacation, but you got to wake up so early in the morning to that one amazing activity? Try to find the activity that starts after Shachris. Daven Shachris first, and then HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to do what you want Him to do. If you left on the road after midday, so before you leave the house, daven mincha. Again, he's talking about where you're in a place where there's no minyanim. If you're in a place where there's minyanim, go find a minyan. If you'll enter into the new town when it's still light outside, so you can daven like a mensch, how much life it's going to give the ba'aleh to you. It's going to give you great life that you're doing, you're bookending your day in davening in the morning and davening in the night in the proper frame of mind. How many times is the pathway, the derech, the road that you're going on, the ways of death, because you're not careful. Which means that what? If you're not careful with the mitzvahs, and you're not careful with the davening, you're not careful with the learning, you're not careful with being a yid while you're traveling, who knows what's going to happen in that 3 or 4 days of winter break? Who knows? You're going to come back afterwards. Whoa, did I actually do that? Did I take my family to such a place? How did I do such a thing? I can't believe it. Especially on Erev Shabbos, Friday afternoon. You have to be very careful. You got to stop traveling while it's still many hours of light outside. And prepare what you have for Shabbos, for Shabbos Kodesh itself. How good and pleasant it is. What a wonderful thing is, while you're traveling along the road, your lips are constantly moving with all the divrei Torah that you know about Peh by heart. Toshia Tishma Love, the words of the Torah are going to guard you. Ukroksi, like it says, V'dibarta bam, speak about the words of Torah, Belechtecha v'derech, when you're going along the way. He's saying that's what it's talking about. When you're going down the road, you're traveling to business, you're traveling to raise money, you're going on the family vacation, and you're on the journey. You're in the long car ride. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? In the long car ride, or you're taking a flight someplace else, wherever you need to go. So says the Pele Yoetz, speak divrei Torah. It should be rolling off your lips. Now today, Baruch Hashem, we have with all of these MP3s and TorahAnytime.coms and Hachsakes and so on and so forth, there's no shortage of ways that a person is able to listen to divrei Torah the entire way if they want to. Of course, you have to have music for the kids, and you have to just think and chill out. Oh, yes, all true. But if you want to, you could certainly fill your ears with words of Torah. They are ragil, the Sefer Zohar, there's someone that is accustomed to learning the holy words of the Zohar. He'll see with his own eyes the great advantage that comes to a person who can learn Torah while he's traveling on the way. It shows your great mesiras nefesh, your great love of the Torah, that while you're traveling, you know how to learn Torah as well. A love ra'ah lo yisune, and that way no bad is ever going to happen to you. Ki malach Hashem sevivo echaynu, because the angel of Hashem is going to surround you and make an encampment around you. It's be like a wall of spiritual, emotional, and physical protection. And that's what it says in Tehillim. Ashrei samimei darech. Fortunate are the tamimei derech, the pure-hearted ones on the road. Ha'olichim b'taras Hashem, that they go on the road. B'taras Hashem, in the Torah of Hashem, in the way that they conduct themselves, in the way that they dress themselves, in the mitzvahs that they do, in the Torah that they learn, in how serious they take their davening to make sure they don't miss a certain any tefillah. That's the way that we travel. And if we could travel in that way, we're yet everywhere that we go, that is a great schus for us, because it shows HaKadosh Baruch Hu that no matter where I am, Hashem, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm traveling and going, I'm always, first and foremost, an Eved to Hashem. All the best. Safe travels, everyone.